score. Finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome back to the Shack here in Fargo, back on our pregame show as we are getting set for game number 3 of this championship state qualifying Super Saturday of the EDC basketball tournament. 2 teams already moving on to state, Fargo Davies and Red River. That is on the girls' side of this tournament. The number 1 and number 2 seeds out of the East going into this tournament will be the 3 and 4 seeds out of the East going on to the state tournament next week here in Fargo. This will be our next of 2 straight boys matchups here. Both will be the state qualifying games, and our first will feature the Shanley Deacons. Shanley will take on Grand Forks Central for one of the 4 spots out of the East for state. Grand Forks Central got here yesterday via a 69-67 buzzer-beating overtime win over West Fargo Cheyenne. It was a buzzer-beating shot for Cole Weber in overtime to get the victory. So that is how Grand Forks Central got to this game today. Well, Shanley, a game where their offense just struggled to get going against Davies. They lost in the semifinals yesterday, 66-56. Our next game after this will be our next state qualifier, Red River against Devils Lake. And then finally, the championship round will begin. The girls will play first. It's a battle of West Fargo Cheyenne against West Fargo High. And then a battle of Fargo Davies against North. All that coming your way here today, live from the Shack. Let us take a break here on our pregame show. We got more coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're gonna love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy, I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison credit card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And back here on our pregame show, state qualifying game, Grand Forks Central against Shanley. A trip on to the state tournament here going to be battled out at the Shack. Game number 3 of the day, which means we'll have 3 more contests coming through here, topped off by our championships of the girls and the boys to be played here today. Grand Forks Central, again, winners yesterday in overtime. Cole Weber with the 3 that came in the overtime period. Buzzer beating 3, 69-67. Was the final score, and it was a good battle between them and West Fargo Cheyenne, and it feels like the first time in a long time neither Cheyenne nor West Fargo High are playing on this final day of the EDC basketball tournament. Strong performance yesterday by Ross Wilbur, who finished with 27 points, 7 made threes yesterday. The 3rd time this season he has a 7.3 3-point performance. Cole Wilbur, 3 made 3, so between those two, 10 3-pointers for Grand Forks Central in that win as the Knights trying to go on to the state tournament for the first time in over a decade. Well, Shanley yesterday losing effort against Davies, 66-56. It was 36-26 at the half. Both teams put up 30 in the second half, but Davies did not allow Shanley to get in rhythm. Shanley shooting 37% yesterday. The offense was led by Connor Kraft with 23 points. Caden Chrisman and Vakuri Hakim both in double figures with 11 points apiece. But for Shanley today, they're going to need a few more players getting on the mix offensively if they want to qualify for the state tournament, which will be played next week here in Fargo. One last break here. We'll come back to meet our starting lineups next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, number 5-seeded Shanley against number 6-seeded Grand Forks Central. State qualifying game for the EDC, out of the EDC here in this basketball tournament, this 2023 basketball tournament. And we'll send it over here shortly to the PA for announcing of our starting lineups between Grand Forks Central and the Shanley Deacons. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 East Region Basketball Tournament state qualifying game between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Shanley Deacons, Battling the home team, the Grand Forks Central Knights. Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You'll be serving as a role model by displaying good sportsmanship in this contest. Respect the players and coaches on both teams and accept the calls of the officials. Everyone appreciates the good values portrayed by acts of good sportsmanship. Now, for today's introduction, starting with the cheerleaders from the Shanley Deacons. Brooklyn Greening, Hannah Lasky, Leah Olson, and Olivia Sputstazer. Their coach is Carrie Brazier. Now the cheerleaders for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Lexi Frederick, Afton Gowan, Rain Katovich, Violet Matson, and Veronica Randell. Their coaches Mara Nash and Lindsay Grass. Now introducing the starting lineups, introduced in alternate order. Starting with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Shanley Deacons, starting in the guard, a 6'1" junior, number 0, Caden Chrisman. For the Knights at a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 1, Jack Simmers. Deacons at a guard, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Alex Wheelock. Knights at a guard, a 5'9" junior, number 4, Ross Wilbur. Deacons at a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 14, Jordan Leininger. Knights at a guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 5, Cole Wilbur. Deacons at a post, a 6'5" senior, number 21, Vuchiri Hakim. Knights at a post, a 6'4" junior, number 12, Eric Pay. And the Deacons at a post, a 6'8" senior, number 23, Connor Kraft. Knights at a guard, a 5'10" junior, number 21, Kendall Kajonas. Head coach for the Deacons is Craig Irwin. He's assisted by Stefan Weber, Luke Rusted, Desmond Little, and Chris Peterson. Head coach for the Knights, Dan Carlson. He's assisted by Justin Knowlton, Sean Norton, and Mason Kronk. Officials for this game are registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Working this afternoon, Jordan Rowe, Shane Piatz, and Brad Siliason. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise.
And there we go, the announcement of our starting lineups, as well as our coaches and officials. We're ready to go. 18 minutes up on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. And here we go, the tip-off is won back by Grand Forks Central. Jonas on the near side sends a feed over to Cole Weber, the hero in that overtime win yesterday against West Fargo Cheyenne. Weber with the basketball, comes to drive, will come to Simmers. Feed inside to Pay, works off of Kraft, puts it up, misses the shot, ball into the hands of Alex Wheelock. And here comes the Deacons, their first look on offense. Feed inside to Hakim is knocked out of play by Eric Pay.
Fun matchup that's going to be here for both these teams, Joel. I think we'll be just curious to see what Pay and Kraft do and how much they kind of guard each other, both from an interior but also with the ability to shoot, particularly Kraft.
Inbound to Kraft, dribbles up to shoot, gets the bucket, will score first. And that was part of one of the big battles yesterday, Chase, against Cheyenne, is what Cheyenne did inside to Eric Pay. Some foul troubles to the big, kind of played off in the second half for Pay, but when you got a big scorer both on your inside men, yeah, it will make for an interesting battle inside. On top of that, Hakim's got some size and some post presence. Central's going to have to keep an eye on him.
Well, right now the early advantage of what Shanley's trying to do is front on Pay, but he gets fortunate here to get the ball, Joel.
Pay goes for the putback, is fouled. That will put him to the line to shoot two. Eric Pay, the 6'4 junior, 17 points, 9 rebounds yesterday. And not that they didn't need every point yesterday, Chase, but it was kind of a quiet 17 points because of the battles he had to have on the post.
Yeah, it was pretty much just the big guys for Cheyenne making it difficult for Pay. He's going to get an opportunity to probably shoot the ball, Joel, 15, 20 times in this game. It's just a matter of that time they hedged out on the screen. A little bit of a bounce pass that got inside, just fortunate there after the tip. But at the end of the day, it doesn't cost Fargo Shanley just a foul early in this one.
Pay goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Here comes the Shanley Deacons. Alex Wheelock with the basketball will feed on to the near side Leininger. Shanley's going to need all 5 players finding ways to get some offense rolling today. That was kind of the struggle yesterday. It was Kraft was the big offensive force, which he's been all season. Here he is up for 3, knocks it down. 5 straight for Connor Kraft to open up this game. But the offense 1 through 5 was kind of spared in the first half as a 3 from the corner. Good for Ross Wilbur. That is 8 threes he's hit over the past 2 days here at the Shack.
Yeah, as to Wilbur's how shooting in this facility is, Joel, specifically with Cole yesterday with the game winner.
Yeah, if your last name was Wilbur, it was a good day to shoot threes.
It was.
Absolutely, 10 between the two. And you look at the numbers Ross Wilbur's had all season, over 90 threes he's made this year. 3 times he's hit 7, 27 points was his second highest scoring game of the season as Kim will miss the shot. It's Eric Pay with the rebound. Here comes the Knights, handled by Wilbur, comes to the corner to Ross Wilbur. Guarded by Hakim, will feed Jack Simmers, skips across. Jonas with the ball, now to the corner, a drive, and the ball is out of bounds, and it came off the hands of Cole Wilbur.
Right now, Fargo, Shanley, Grand Forks Central, kind of reminiscent of what we saw, Joel, in the first 2 games. Second time that you're playing in this facility for these 2 teams. Back-to-back games. Shanley, a rivalry game with the 25th Street Showdown, against Davies coming up short. And Central, the question is, how many more lives do you have in terms of you're a cat? Because they went right down in the nitty-gritty there in overtime.
Pass to the baseline, kept in bounds. Nice play. Near side, open shooter. Leininger will miss the shot. Kim, the rebound. Looking for the putback, will come off the iron. This time it goes to Simmers, and that's just it for Grand Forks Central. Chase, this is a position they haven't been in a while, as a 3 is good for Ross Wilbur. Back-to-back threes, and Central is in front. How many years have we talked about where Grand Forks Central hockey doesn't qualify for a state hockey tournament, and the Knights basketball team goes on to play at state?
Yeah, not much. Last time they made it to state, 2006, Joel.
And that was a while back as Cole Wilbur with the basketball will lose this one out of bounds. Kim last the touch. And Pay thought maybe there should have been a foul there on that play as we are stopped with 14:51.
And I don't think anybody was around on Central's bench, Joel, when Brooks Bollinger and Central won the state championship in 1996. Bollinger was only a sophomore, for crying out loud then.
Putback is good on that one for Eric Pay. He gets his first points, and the Knights lead by 3 here. It is 8-5. Leininger with the ball will come across, finds Wheelock, up for 3, he hits it. Wheelock yesterday had 2 points, averaging 7. Again, we talked about everyone getting in the mix, and for Wheelock and the Deacons, that's a good start here with that 3 as it's an 8-8 game. Wilbur drives the baseline, hits this one off the beam under the backboard, and the ball will go to Shanley. Connor Kraft, the 6'8 senior, 23 points, 11 rebounds, keeping to pace of his double-double that he has had all season. The senior future SDSU Jackrabbit will come to Alex Wheelock, back to Kraft. Feeding Caden Chrisman, skips across, able to find Wheelock. 14 seconds right now on the shot clock for Shanley. Shanley has a lot of great ball movement here through their first 2 touches as Caden Chrisman held up, finds the backdoor cutter, hesitation for Leininger, and he'll get 2.
Way to be patient in the zone, way to find your shot, and good job by Leininger, waiting to see if Pay was going to go for the block shot, Joel, to kind of get that little double clutch and create some separation.
Ross Wilbur handling the basketball here. Jonas with the ball will come to Simmers. Simmers will feed to Pay, and it's taken away. Handled by Wheelock, long pass down court, and this one will come out of bounds.
We said yesterday, Joel, for Central, transition was big in their win against West Fargo Cheyenne. The thing with Fargo Shanley that we saw yesterday, Davies came out with a flurry of threes. A better start here for Fargo Shanley, obviously. But I'm curious, both teams in the transition, who can kind of win that little battle within the wars, so to speak, on this basketball game.
Ball on the near side comes to Simmers. Will go top of the key to Wilbur. Right now the three-point battle going to Grand Forks Central as a shot is airballed and pulled out of the air by Leininger. Handled by Crispin. Crispin was impressive in the second half when his team needed him the most yesterday. He was kind of everywhere. The offense, maybe not quite where he wanted it. Finished with 11 on a lot. He took a lot of shots yesterday as a pass to Leininger will get tipped out of bounds. But, when they were kind of the pressure was on Shanley. Crispin was getting rebounds, getting in position, a little bit more confident, I think, around the rim as well yesterday. Let's see how that transitions today. As Wheelock for three, knocks it down. 3 made threes for Shanley, and Wheelock his second made three, 13-8 the score.
If you got a man shooting, I was asking yesterday, Joel, and we talked about it, was who could be someone other than Connor Kraft to score, right, against Fargo Davies? Well, the answer right now is Mr. Alex for Fargo Shanley.
Wheelock has 6. Jordan Leininger in on the mix with 2. 23 points yesterday for Connor Kraft. He's going to get his 20 points a game, the way he plays, the caliber of player that he is, and it is about everyone else coming into the mix. And so far, I'm guessing that's the message from Coach Irwin as he finds Crispin. Hesitation at the rim. Payne will knock it away. Akim will pick it up, draws the contact, takes the shot, but it will be a travel. We saw a little bit of a double clutch from the official trying to wave off that basket, and everyone in the stands, is that a foul? Is that a travel? It was a travel, but you just a little bit of suspense here for this crowd, which it's been a good crowd funneling in and out depending on the teams. Shanley getting to watch back-to-back games for their Deacon programs here at the Shack. Hakim will knock this ball out of the hands of Jack Simmers, whose eyes were everywhere trying to find an open player, and Hakim just punched that one away. Didn't try to steal it, tried to stop the progress here as he stops time with 11:59 to go in the first half. 17 seconds on the shot clock for Central. Cole Wilbur drives. We'll find Ross Wilbur. Contested three off the iron. Rebound cradled into the hands of Leininger. First boys game here of the day. We'll have another one after this. Devils Lake being in action against Red River for a trip onto state as well. We know our 2 reps out of this region as a 3 is good for Leininger. 4 threes in this game for Shanley so far here in the first half.
A really good shooting, and it hasn't really been because of Connor Kraft, Joel. It's been the opportunity for Caden Crispin to distribute a little bit as a point guard, and they've done a really good job defensively on Pay as well.
Pay off the backboard, misses the shot, rebound Kraft. Kraft will put this one into the hands of Leininger. Back to Crispin. 19 on the shot clock. A nice feed to Kraft. Someone lost sight of Connor Kraft, and he turns and makes him pay. It is a 10-point lead all of a sudden for Shanley. 18-8 on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com, and with 4 locations, 2 in Fargo, 1 in Dilworth and Detroit Lakes. That's United Savings Credit Union. Learn more at unitedsavingscu.org. Under 11 minutes to go here in the first half. And it's been a good start for Shanley. 3 players in on the mix scoring-wise. As handling the ball, Cole Wilbur looking for a pass. This one knocked away by Kraft.
Mention how good of a start, Joel. 7 of 10 shooting from the floor and 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. If you're Coach Irwin, you got to love those numbers early.
We were tied at 8. It's been 10 straight since then for the Deacons. Inbound comes to Simmers. Simmers to shoot, will miss. Pay gets it and hits the putback. Hey, Eric Pay's got some hops. He was about a foot over the rim when he got that one. Came down, came right back up for 2.
It was almost like a clean. It was like he was going to go up, Joel, but he didn't want to bring the basketball and hit the bottom of the rim on it.
Kraft has this one near the top of the key. Will feed to Alex Wheelock. Wheelock to Akim. Comes to Kraft, turns for 2, will get it. And Connor Kraft, the first to 10. Strike that he has 9 as it's 20 to 10. Sometimes I can do math on the fly. Sometimes I need an extra second as there's 2 for Cole Wilbur. He gets his first bucket of the game. 20 to 12 now the score.
Cole Wilbur was obviously the man, the myth, the legend. That legend's going to grow if they can somehow get to state, Joel, after that overtime win yesterday.
Cannon Chrisman on the wing. Guarded by Brooklyn Bruce, who checked in the game. Bruce yesterday, 4 points. Good contributor off the bench. We're going to see a foul, and I believe it'll be on Eric Pay.
Tough one on Pay as he went straight up, but as Akim came across and turned, got enough of Eric to swipe the arm. Kind of a slow-looking move by Akim, but a controlled move at the end of the day, Joel, that allows him to get to the free throw line.
And Akim at the line. He will shoot 2, 9:35 left to play here in this first half of this game. Our First Class Mortgage halftime report coming up as the first free throw is good. So Kim's first point. Something else too in that game yesterday, Kim was in some foul trouble early and it changed the rotation, changed the flow for Shanley. Did finish with 11 points and 8 rebounds, but it came late in that contest as his second free throw is good. Kim will knock down both, and it is 22 to 12, a 10-point lead again for Shanley. Here comes the Knights. Wilbur tries to feed to Pay, and it's out of bounds. Kraft says it's their ball, and he would be correct in that statement.
You know, both teams have been in these situations before, Joel, the last couple of seasons. Last time Shanley was able to make it to state 2020, but they bidded 3 straight, state qualifiers prior to this year, so 4 straight. Central, kind of reminiscent of the start they had against West Fargo last year where they fell against the Packers, got down early and had to chase the game.
Leininger on the wing. Feeds inside, Akim on double coverage. Up to shoot. And tip back, and it'll be 2 more for Kraft. Yeah, Central Chase hoping history does not repeat itself here on this Saturday afternoon, but they got their work cut out for them right now as they are doubled up right now by Shanley.
Yeah, Shanley right now shooting the ball very efficient, and Joel, the one thing, they're getting the shots they want. That's the one thing I've been most impressed with by the Deacons.
Driving Wilbur will come back over to Simmers, and he is fouled by Caden Chrisman.
Number 0, Caden Chrisman.
Good job by Simmers trying to get by Chrisman, who just gets a little heat check. But the one thing, again, from a Central point of view, Joel, sometimes when you get those wins, it's you living the high, and then all of a sudden the next day it's a quick turnaround, So, all right, you got to flush it out through the system. You got to come ready to play. The good thing is there's still 8:40 left in the first half. Yeah, you're down by, getting doubled up right now, but a good-looking bucket. But the one thing I want to see, more touches with Eric Pay. I don't think we've seen that enough so far in the first 10 minutes.
Wilbur to shoot, misses the 3. And Reggie Jackson, athletic director from Shanley, right there to make the catch at the baseline. Joked with him. I got his name on yesterday when he was cleaning the court. I said I'd try to sneak you in on another broadcast here today. So there we go. He got his moment in the sun here for this one as Wheelock will come to the left side of Leininger. To the elbow, Hakim. Driving off Simmers to the basket, misses the shot, and the rebound to Grand Forks Central. Wilbur drives, ball knocked around. Hakim comes away with it, gets held up, and is called for a travel.
Tough one, but those are going to be the plays that Central will need to continue to find, those 50-50 plays right now. Central, Joe, as well as Shanley is shooting just currently 5 of 13 right now from beyond the arc. Fortunate that 2 of those 5 field goals, the 3s that you mentioned by Wilbur earlier.
substitution. Noah Lund comes into the game. And trying to drive was Bruce. As a feed inside to Pay, gets knocked away, and we're going to see a foul. An interesting choice on substitution, Chase, with the fact that you put 6'6" Noah Lund into the game and you spell Ross Wilbur.
Yeah, and right now you're just looking for a little size on the inside. I think it's because of Kim and also Kraft. You're just kind of saying, all right, let's put Pay, let's put also Thomas, let's put some bigs on the bottom here and see what Central's going to do. We've seen a lot of a zone so far from Coach Dan Carlson's club here for Grand Forks Central.
Inbound comes to Leininger. That foul, by the way, on Simmers, his second. As he comes to the best, Jonas will come back in. But it is interesting now. We're looking at how they're posting up inside. Akim on some movement, sets a screen for Kraft. Nice screen. Kraft pulls up for two, won't get it. Pay gets the rebound. Nice job by Akim and Kraft. They didn't finish with two, but they adjusted well to having more size in the post. Wilbur handles the basketball. Will come to Lund on the near side. Jonas now with the ball. Will come to Wilbur on the right side. Wilbur trying to come off a screen, and it's picked away as he lost his balance. Leininger will pick this one up, and he will come to Wheelock. To Kraft. Hesitation up to shoot, and will get it. 13 for Connor Kraft.
And Kraft had a nice game against Davies yesterday, carrying that over again here for Fargo Shanley. He doesn't want this to be his last game in a Deacon uniform here, Joel.
Look at this, Parker Rovich there on that steal that started that play as two at the other end. Jonas will get two, and that will make it 26-14.
Teardropper. You just can't defend it, Joel. Doesn't matter how big you are. If you can get that floater in the paint, you can be very deadly.
Ball comes to the corner. Parker Rovich with the basketball to Akim, top of the key, feeds inside to Kraft. Kraft will come beyond the arc, guarded by Noah Lund, gets by Lund, up to shoot, gets the bucket. 15 now for Kraft.
And if you're Dan Carlson, you don't want to have to do a box and one on Kraft, but you start wondering how much do you hedge, how much do you not help off the man when he's in rhythm right now.
Bruce comes to drive, feeds to Pay, off the backboard, in for two. 6 for Eric Pay. We said one of the keys when we talked about in the pregame was Shanley getting some other guys in the mix. Here's what happens when you get other guys in the mix is you got to figure out how to guard Kraft on top of the 4 other players on the court. And Kraft has delivered here with 15 points. As Kraft will handle it on the wing. Contested 3 with Lund's hand in his face, comes off the iron, and Jonas was chasing down that rebound and will let it get by him.
On the other way, I like the pick and roll game with Eric Pay. The one thing that's probably going to be easier for Shanley, though, Joel, from a defensive standpoint, it's not a pick and pop. It is a pick and roll. So every time he comes out, sets that pick, you got to pack the paint. Understand where shooters are, particularly Wilbur's, but make sure you're packing the paint if he comes on that pick and roll.
See how Central responds here. Braden DeLorme with the basketball. DeLorme, the freshman, seeing a lot of minutes here in the postseason. Up for 2. Misses the shot. Lund gets bumped for the rebound. Parker Rovich will beat him out in the corner. And it's Shanley's basketball. Alex Wheelock, who had the hot hand early in this half with back-to-back threes, handles it, guarded by DeLorme. Comes to Parker Rovich, held up on the post, and we're going to see a foul called on Cole Wilbur. That'll be Wilbur's first, team's 4th.
For Fargo Shanley, I was just going to say, Joel, they've done really well, just we haven't seen the ball stick. It's been good ball movement left to right when there is an opportunity for isolation, and we really haven't seen just the hesitation from Shanley in the half court.
Ball to the hands of Leininger, inside to Hakim. Back to Leininger. Comes to Hakim. Has some room in the lane to the corner. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Parker Rovich for 2, and he hits it. Parker Rovich gets his first 2, and it's 30-16. Inside of 5 to play here in the first half. We'll have our First Class Mortgage halftime report coming up and a foul call coming against the Deacons.
No one really has to worry about too much for individual fouls right now, Joel, as we're nearing the half, and that's good for both Craig Irwin and Dan Carlson. They don't have a chess piece, so to speak, 2-3 players with a couple of fouls so far.
DeLorme will come to Wilbur. Wilbur in the lane to shoot, blocked by Kraft. Winds up in the hands of Alex Wheelock. In the lane, hesitation, looking around, looking for help somewhere. Comes to Parker Ravage, held up at the baseline by Wilbur. Will go back beyond the arc and shovels a pass over to Wheelock. Wheelock will be called for travel.
Update for you out west, Joel. 14-11 right now, the lead currently here for the Mandan Braves over Bismarck Legacy. 8 minutes into that contest in a loser out boys game.
Central had a lead in this one. It was tied at 8, and then a 10-point run for Shanley out of that 8-point tie, and well, they've held the lead since then. Starting to see a little bit a general around this arena chase of more eyes now on what's happening in that WDA tournament. We know our state qualifiers from the girls' side.
Yeah, the girls' side, Bismarck High, the 3 seed, Legacy the 4, while for the East, Davies is the 3, Red River is the 4. So we're starting to see what the matchups are going to be. Boys will start filling in here over the next 2-3 games, and then finally later tonight, find out who's going to play at the Dome and who's going to play at the Shack on Thursday.
Inbound comes, shot top of the key. Almost took a shooter's bounds and instead goes to Central. I got to remember for these East players, as a step-back shot will miss for Wilbur, they're going to be accustomed to playing here a little bit more than the teams coming out of the West.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing here. You get 2 games in. The boys, interesting thing, Joel, and we talked about it here at the Fargo, is that every other year it's in Fargo, the girls are at the Dome. The next year the boys are at the Dome. This year, we're going to have the boys at the Dome on Thursday. The girls are going to be here at the Shack next week.
Ball gets handled by Shanley. Parker Ravage in the corner. Throws to Kraft. Down low, looking for a Kim. This one gets tipped out of bounds.
It's a nice high-low game, though, with those 2 guys. If they can just get that going a little bit with the shooting ability with both, with the one dribble pull-up, with how they can create room and separation. I wanted to see that a little bit more yesterday against Davies, and I want to see it a lot today against Central from a Deacon point of view.
And Wilbur went to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Parker Ravage, I believe, will be the guilty party. That is his second. Team's 4th.
Central, Joel, you mentioned it, 8 points at the 11:30 mark. They only got 8 more, since then, and we've only played another 8+ minutes. If they can get this to single digits, they'll feel good about themselves going to the half, even though it's not been their cleanest first half of basketball.
Hay will miss the shot. Rebound coming to Shanley. Handled by Crispin. To a Kim. Dribbles up to shoot, gets fouled. And he'll get 2 shots coming up.
This looks to be on pay, and that's going to be a big piece here for Dan Carlson. And I know Dan Carlson is saying, hey, if you're calling it one way, you got to call it on the other. He thought that it might have been pay, might have been foul just a possession or 2 ago, but a good take by Hakim. And, hey, put your elbow, put your side into his chest and force the official to make a call here, going up against pay.
And Hakim's first shot is good, and a lot of his family in attendance, and get to watch his sister play in the first game, so back-to-back. I think for a lot of Shanley people, that makes the trip a lot easier. As the second shot is good. Hakim, 4 points, all coming from the free throw line. It is 32-16, and Shanley has doubled up Grand Forks Central here in the first half on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Contested 3, good for Wilbur.
Central will need more of that. And speaking of Kim's, Joel, a very good college athletic family now, too, we're starting to see.
And Mo, of course, playing out there at UMary. And UMary, I've joked with her, is becoming the EDC All-Star team out of the West because of the players that they've recruited from some very successful EDC girls basketball programs.
Yeah, and the NSIC is littered, obviously, with the Dragons, with, you mentioned it, University of Marymount at State. You'll see a little bit in Duluth, some down in the Sioux Falls area. It's fun to see, those players that we get to see, nearly day in and day out here in the East continue to make their next level, whether it's D3, NAI, JUCO, you name the bit.
Ball gets handled by Bruce. Will come top of the key, Wilbur. Feeds inside, up for 2. Lund will get the shot. Noah Lund hits 2. Yeah, it's been impressive and fun to see the quantity of players that are going to come out of this tournament to play college. And not just at basketball, Chase. We're looking at some football, looking at some baseball, various other sports, volleyball, as Kraft will hit that 1 for 2. 17 in the first half for Connor Kraft. It is 34-21.
And we mentioned it earlier, Kraft, a Summit League Division I prospect going to SDSU. And give credit to Chrisman there. That last drive got Kraft's defender over. Just made it easy on the backside for Connor to have that putback.
Driving, Bruce can't find room to drive. Ball swatted away from Chrisman. He's able to recover, but he's got to hurry here as there's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Sends it across, finds Wilbur, up to shoot, and won't get it. Avoids the shot clock violation, holds the possession. Ross Wilbur open for 3 and hits it. 4 made threes. He is dangerous from long range. And all of a sudden, it's a 10-point game with less than a minute to play in the half.
Yeah, now Central's starting to feel it, kind of feeling themselves here in the last minute and a half. And by the way, that was college range there for Wilbur.
And we're going to see a foul, and it will be against Chrisman.
Chrisman with the offensive foul. Central, Joel, they're saying, hey, yeah, we realize there's 49 seconds left. Let's make the most out of it before we get to the half. This is the best that we've seen Central play here in this half.
And this is where me and Trevor Olson talk about in the girls' game where that final 2 minutes to end a half and to start and the 2 minutes roll into the next half can become so crucial. By the way, from Caden Chrisman, who played so well yesterday, has played well today. That is his 3rd personal foul. Coach Irwin taking him out of here for this final just over 30 seconds. As the ball now will be handled by Bruce. Bruce off the bench yesterday finished with 4 points in a game where every point was so crucial. Ross Wilbur in the post gets held up, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Needs to do something here. Finds Cole Wilbur, drive, goes for the extra pass, and it's out of bounds. Shot clock violation.
They were able to hedge there, Joel, on that little dribble handoff, and that made Wilbur just enough not want to take the shot and able to bring it back inside the paint.
Here comes the Deacons. 13 seconds left, and really I think their bigger concern is to not turn the ball over, because look at how Central is closing in so fast. They want a turnover, and we're going to see a foul call.
That's not the worst foul, Joel. They had one to give, so now it allows your defense to reset here to try to close out the half.
Trey Wyman did not play in the game yesterday. The sophomore comes in here to close out this first half as Kraft drives and hits 2. 19 points in the first half for Connor Kraft. And we're going to get a half-court heave and right direction, just not long enough there as we are now in the half. Our score at the half on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, Shanley 36, Grand Forks Central 24. First Class Mortgage halftime show coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of Outlaw late models on June 28th, World of Outlaw sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position. CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you. Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position, and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
First Class Mortgage is more than just their name. It's the way they do business. Our sponsor of our halftime report. Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. It is 36-24 in this EDC Boys State qualifying game. The Deacons leading the Grand Forks Central Knights in two stats, that a stat line that stands out to me in this first half of play, Chase. Grand Forks Central trailing by 12, shooting 40%. Coach Carlson would be very happy with that 40% shooting, except for the fact that Shanley is shooting 60% on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, and it helps when Connor Kraft is going 9 of 11, right? I mean, when you're a big man, you're stud, you're star, you're all-conference caliber kind of player, all-stater caliber player, and he's working on a double-double to boot as well, Joel. So that obviously helps, number one. Number two, Ross Wilbur shooting efficient. Obviously, he's the only one that shot a 3, which is, I look back, I'm like, no one else has shot a triple here for Central, but hey, he's in rhythm right now with 4 of them. If you're Central and Coach Dan Carlson, it could be a lot worse. If Shanley shoots 60% in the second half, you just tip your cap and say, we just played the wrong team on the wrong day. You know, we're curious how they change defense. Are they going to go more man? How much do they edge on Kraft moving forward? Pay with those 2 fouls is going to be big if he picks one up early in the third. But at the end of the day right now, Shanley is doing what they want offensively. They've had a little resistance, but if they want a 3, they move the ball. They've been patient. They got it. They give it to Kraft, inside-out presence. He's been able to shoot both from 15 and at the rim. The question is, what is the defensive adjustment for Central here in this second half?
Yeah, and Shanley, you have 4 other players scoring at a good pace here in the first half, and it has opened so much up for Connor Kraft. But let's take a look at some of those numbers here in that first half. As we mentioned, Shanley shooting 60%, Central shooting 40%. Both teams 4 for 7 from long range. Shanley 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Grand Forks Central 0 for 2. Rebounding battle goes to Shanley. They are +4 at 14-10. Turnovers 2-1 in favor of Grand Forks Central. Points off turnovers in favor of Shanley 6-4. Individual numbers right now, as we mentioned, Connor Kraft 19 points, 5 rebounds. He is 9 for 11 from the field. Alex Wheelock 6 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Jordan Leininger 5 points, 3 rebounds, 4 points for Vakuri Hakim. Isaac Parkarovich has 2 points to his name. For Grand Forks Central, Ross Wilbur had 7 made threes yesterday. On pace for that today, 4 made threes. He is 4 for 7 from long range. He has taken all their 3-point attempts. He has 12 points right now. Eric Payne, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and a block shot. Cole Wilbur, 2 points. Kendall Chonas, 2 points. Noah Lund, 2 points for the Grand Forks Central Knights. They trail this one again, 36-24. We'll take another break here. It's our First Class Mortgage halftime show. More coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're gonna love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy, I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison Credit Card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Go Promo is a brand-boosting, swag-selling, creative promo agency.
We provide the highest quality screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products to organizations that want to build and strengthen their brand. Go Promo also provides custom pop-up stores to manage orders, payments, sizing, and more online. With locations in West Fargo, Bismarck, and Hope, we have you covered. Go to justgopromo.com or follow us on social media. That's justgopromo.com. Consider it branded.
Back here on our First Class Mortgage halftime show. First Class is more than just their name, it's the way they do business. See them online at firstclasscore.com. Our score at the half, 36-24. Shanley leads Grand Forks Central. Central started coming alive there offensively towards the end of the half. We'll see how that momentum carries over here to our second half. Coming up after this game will be Red River and Devils Lake. That will be the final boys state qualifier for the boys side of this EDC tournament. Then we'll begin with their championships. First for the girls, it's Cheyenne against West Fargo, then Davies against North. All that coming up on yourliveevent.com. That will do it for our halftime report. We'll be back with the start of the second half on YLE.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All late models on June 28th, World of All sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
This is your liveevent.com coverage of the 2023 Eastern Dakota Conference Basketball Tournament. This broadcast of this tournament made by a special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Will be the final 18 minutes of the season for one of these teams. Of course, as I say that, one of these teams coming off an overtime buzzer-beating win yesterday. As Shanley will begin the second half with the basketball, and it's inbounded to Alex Wheelock. And a different look to start the second half as Caden Crispin, one of the starters for Shanley, sitting on 3 fouls. Perkarovich takes his spot as it's stolen by Wilbur at half court, and he is going to be fouled. And Perkarovich will be the guilty party, I believe. If he is, that will be his third. So the player you put in of relief of your starter with 3 fouls gets his third, and 2 free throws coming for Cole Wilbur.
And right off the bat, 12 seconds in, and good job by Cole Wilbur to get the steal. Really good transition play, gets rewarded from the free throw line. And this is something that Grand Forks Central can find a way to maybe inch their way back into this game. Joel is using the stripe. They really weren't there a ton in the first half, just 2, and they have yet to make one.
And as we say that, Wilbur knocks down the free throw, 36-25 the score.
That's the announcers jinx, right?
We call it the jinx, called the announcers luck, the announcers sway maybe there a little bit as the ball is handled by Wheelock. Comes over to the near side. Leininger looking around. Jonas in on his face, who's able to feed inside to Kim, and he sent a pass. No one was there. Pay will pick it up. Pay drives, tries to dunk it off the iron. Kim will pick it up. I don't know if that was a dunk attempt as much as he just couldn't stop the feet from moving and wanted the 2 points. Nice drive, just couldn't get it through the cylinder as he's guarding Kim, and Kim goes back beyond the arc to Wheelock. Into the hands of Kraft. Kraft looking to drive up for 2 and will knock it down. That is 21 for Connor Kraft.
Yeah, right now, how do you stop Kraft? That is the number one here for Dan Carlson. How do you make it difficult? Because Kraft right now, he's got an opportunity, Joel, to go for 30-plus easily in this game.
Jonas for 2 will miss. Kim right there for the rebound. And into the hands of Alex Wheelock. Wheelock will feed over to Puckerovich on the wing. Back over to Kraft, guarded by Pay. Pay very conscious of what he's doing with his hands there as he is sitting on 2 fouls. Comes to Puckerovich in the corner, and it's out of bounds and was ripped out of the hands of Kim by Cole Wilbur. That means Shanley will keep the basketball, and they got 9 seconds here on the shot clock. Wheelock, baseline, inbounds, finds Kraft. Ball knocked out of his hands, still a scramble for the ball, and it looked like it was in the hands of Wilbur. He'll recover it, and comes to Jack Simmers. Simmers goes to pass. Kim will block the pass, comes to Kraft. Deacons maybe settling their offense there for a second as Kraft will put it up for 2 more, and 23 for Connor Kraft.
Take a look at the season high for Kraft, Joel. 33 points. He's going to be knocking on the door for that here today.
Ball gets handled by Wilbur. And Wilbur's fouled, I believe, will be on Kraft. And that's something that you're going to have to think about if you're Grand Forks Central and if you're Shanley, as well as Wheelock shot in the first half, Puckerovich, Leininger, Kim, as well as those guys shot in the first half. If you sell out to try to guard Kraft, you got to worry about those guys, and that's what happens when you can balance your offense. If you're this version of the Shanley Deacons, as Simmers to drive, goes for 2, hits the bucket. Jack Simmers is a guy Central would love to see get going here.
Yeah, Simmers, if they're going to put a lot of attention on pace, Simmers can kind of be that X factor in the half court.
And up for 2 and a bucket for Alex Wheelock.
Transition within even an offensive make. If you're not going to stop the ball, what are you taught to do as a point guard? Get to the rim. Good things will happen, and that's exactly what Alex was able to do.
Jonas comes inside, goes to Pay. Pay over Kraft, misses it, and Kraft right there with the rebound. By the way, he's pacing a double-double. I believe, was that 7 rebounds he had at the half? 5 rebounds, so 6 rebounds here now. As 15 minutes left to play in this one on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Kim will lose this ball, and it's picked up by Jonas, and he is going to be fouled by Puckerovich. That'll be foul number 4, and he'll have to check out of the game.
And Craig Irwin kind of talking with Parker a little bit there. He likes to hustle, just kind of where are you at on the court when you're going for the ball, right? If the other team's got it, just get back defensively, because as much as you want to go grab the basketball there, Joel, and get a transition the other way, if you get caught with your hand caught in the cookie jar, number 1, that's another foul, which he's out of the game. And then number 2, it allows Grand Forks Central just to reset a little bit here offensively.
Chrisman and Hallcraft will come into the game. So a new look, 2 new players out there on the court for Shanley. See if Central can do here is Wilbur being closed in quick by Chrisman. Wilbur up for 2, off the iron. Pay the rebound, dribbles, put back good. That is 8 for Eric Pay, and we're going to get a travel call. And the ball will go back to Grand Forks Central. And these are one of those moments where this can start a run for Central. They need one here right now, down by 13.
Well, we saw it at the end of the first half, able to make a good run to get it to where it was, that 10-point game. But right now, I'd like to see another post touch here for Pay if I'm the Knights.
And ball is loose, and that's what Chrisman does, is he knocks it away, and it comes to Hakim, who puts it in for 2. That's what they were missing with Caden Chrisman not on the court for this first few minutes for Shanley.
Good hustle play, 50-50 ball results in points. And by the way, Hakim, I would play 500 with him a lot moving forward if I was Bubba Schweigert up at the Allard Center.
And Wilbur puts it in for two to answer back, 44-31. Kim, again, just 1 year of football, a state championship, and a D1 offer. Feed inside, two-pointer will miss for Kraft, and coming up with it is Jack Simmers. Simmers gets by Crispin at half court, feeds to Pay, puts it down for two. Simmers will get the assist, and it's 44-33.
Seen Pay kind of live in the short corner at times for Grand Forks Central this tournament, Joel.
And we're going to get a timeout on the court. It is 44-33. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
They'll be here before you know it. The best 10 days of summer, July 7th through 16th at the Red River Valley Fair. Get your tickets in advance, and they include admission. Grandstand performances include Dan and Shay Shinedown, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, Flow Rider, along with the Yin Yang Twins. Can't stress that one enough. Yin Yang Twins are going to be here in Fargo. Remember them, Chase?
I do.
As the ball comes inside, up for two. Great play by Connor Kraft.
Speaking of Yin Yang, Connor Kraft has been able to go up and down the show so far here today.
And driving is Wilbur. Will get the shot off the iron. Pay gets the rebound. Goes for two, and Hakim will put it out of bounds, and they're going to call a held ball, and it'll go to Grand Forks Central.
Quick update at the half in a state qualifying game out west. Bismarck Legacy 45, Mandan 32 in boys action.
Inbound to Wilbur. Back over to Simmers. Hakim, nice job closing in quickly as Pay gets it at the baseline, drives, counted, and one.
Good job by Pay to get his way through not one, not two, but three Deacon players there, Joel, and kind of bang on the inside and finish off the window. This is what I want to see from Pay. I understand he's only a junior, but I want to see him play like a senior with his last 15 minutes on the line here for Grand Forks Central. If we can see more of that for the Knights, they can be right back in this game in a hurry here for Grand Forks Central.
That is 13 for Eric Pay, 46-36 the score. Ball goes beyond the arc to Leininger. Can't find a place to drive. Comes to Kraft to the rim, and he will be fouled. And if you're Grand Forks Central, you hope it's, well, I guess you want to hope it's Simmers, because that will be his third. And it puts Connor Kraft at the line. What impresses me, Chase, about Eric Pay, and the only thing I can really equate it to is an offensive lineman or a wrestler, is the fact that he understands leverage. He understands how to work off players so well. We saw it yesterday. He was letting the big guys kind of post inside of him and then dropping back the shoulder, dropping back the step on defense and kind of causing them to stumble. And, you know, West Fargo, Cheyenne wanted fouls called on that, but that's kind of understanding the pressure, the leverage, and I think that's really been impressive. And on that last bucket he got, kind of did the same thing on his drive towards the rim.
Yeah, and he's been having to do it all year, right? I mean, whoever's the biggest, baddest dude for the other team's trying to go up against Eric Pay on a man-to-man pressure defense, and he still put up really good numbers this season for Coach Carlson and Grand Forks Central here for Eric Pay. But the question is, can they stop Shanley? 66% shooting from the floor now for the Deacons, Joel.
And ball gets handled by Wilbur, and we're going to see a foul called against Wheelock. And that is just it right now, is you got to find an answer right now for Connor Kraft, who's got 27 points. You got to find an answer for Alex Wheelock and Vikuria Hakim, who have also shot the ball well today. You know, if they're going to give looks to other people, you got to be ready to respond. Is Trey Wyman into the game, and he'll inbound this one over to Cole Wilbur. Driving in, Ross Wilbur. Comes to Wyman. Wyman tried the extra pass, and it's taken away by Kraft. Kim with the ball will come to Leininger on the near side. Now handled by Alex Wheelock, and will feed to Leininger. Thought that one was going to be picked off. A foul call coming against Ross Wilbur. That is Wilbur's first. 2 fouls this half for Grand Forks Central. 5 fouls for Shanley.
So one thing, if you're Fargo Shanley, you got to play smart here. You don't want to allow Grand Forks Central to get back into this game, Joel, from the free throw line.
Braden DeLorme will check out of the game, or check into the game, excuse me, as 2 will miss for Chrisman. Rebound will go to Wilbur. Checking out of the game was Jack Simmers. What has been intriguing about Central's lineup is the pass attempt comes off the hand of Kraft, picked up by Pay, and Pay will finish with 2. So here is the hump that Central has to get over right now. It's a 10-point game yet again, 48-38. They have not gotten over that 10-point hump since the first half.
They have not. Really good pass by Wilbur, but again, Joel, it's a pick and roll. It's never a pick and pop right now with Pay. When you see it, yeah, you got to find shooters, but you got to pack the paint if you're Fargo Shanley with that option.
Kraft drives, gets 2. Pay will get it, and there we go, some offset points. That's what Central needs right now. But talking about Central's lineup is they have some players who play consistently spared minutes. As a missed 3 for Wilbur, and the shot will go to Shanley. Coach Carlson does a good job getting some players who may not play for a game or 2 in on the mix, and that's what he's done here in this lineup, and it's worked so far in this stretch. As Wheelock will step on the line, he goes out of bounds.
I like what Dan Carlson has done, Joel. Even off a make or miss, full court pressure defense, right? You're down by double digits. Speed up Fargo Shanley a little bit. Make it uncomfortable. We obviously are going to say Kraft's name a lot as he's on verge for 30, but we haven't seen a lot of consistent touches because of that pressure defense here.
Wilbur will come to Bruce. Back over to Wilbur. Pay sets the screen. Pass will come back over to him, and he one-hands it on the near side to Bruce. 10 seconds ago, Bruce drives, and he is fouled by Alex Wheelock. That is Wheelock's second, and that is the 3rd starter for Shanley with multiple fouls. That is foul number 6. Shanley no more fouls to give, and this is something that's going to be on their mind right now, because you can let Shanley come back in this game and not get time off the clock. Is up for 3, and it is good. Brooklyn Bruce dials up the 3. And there we go, it's a 7-point game.
A sophomore yesterday, Wilbur made a big shot. Now Bruce here in this game, Joel, a freshman, makes a big shot for the Knights.
Chrisman to the rim, answers right back with 2. And we're going to see a timeout taken by Coach Irwin and the Deacons. Timeout with 10:06 left to play. It is Shanley 50, Central 41. You're watching coverage of the EDC tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. Stay tuned for our postgame as we'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. And I was starting to see the offense from Central figured some things out defensively. And the pressure right now is on Shanley, up by 9.
Central, Joel, to your point, 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. Shanley 4 of 7. Both those threes have been awfully big for the Knights.
Wilbur comes to Bruce, knocked away from Bruce. And Leininger from his knees is able to get the pass off. Here comes Alex Wheelock. Wheelock to the bucket, gets 2. How about that over Eric Pay? Answers back with 2 and makes it 11-point game, 51-41.
Good looking move by Wheelock right there. Able to go hard to the rim, knew that Pay was coming, able to use the window to your benefit.
DeLorme from the top of the key will come across to Brooklyn Bruce. Bruce from the elbow for 2, a little too strong on the shot. Battle for the rebound, it's out of bounds. I think Hakim's last to touch. They will say it was a Knight who was the last to touch.
That was a 50-50 opportunity there. Both guys were battling for it with Hakim, with Pay and company there, and just out of play. Shanley after the timeout. Joel, they get their stop, they get their score.
And inbound will come to Hakim. Wheelock across the timeline, charges into the post, held up, comes to Hakim. Up for 2, gets it, and Grand Forks Central faithful thinking there should have been a foul against Hakim. Makes it 54-41, and the Deacons responding well after that good run by Central. Handled on the wing. Wyman with the ball, will feed to Wilbur. Wilbur shot off the iron, and Connor Kraft right there for the rebound. We're going to see 3 new players coming in for Central. The next stoppage of play. For Central, you're hoping it's after you score a bucket. As Chrisman trying to get some off-ball movement, able to find Leininger. 13 seconds on the shot clock to Kraft. Up to shoot, off the backboard, won't get there, and the rebound will come to Cole Wilbur, who's at the height disadvantage against Hakim, almost giving up a foot of height, is able to get that rebound.
And if you're Central right now, Joel, you want to speed up the pace of play a little bit again. You need to get this up and down. You're trailing. You need to look for possessions and quality looks.
Pay working off Kraft for 2, counted and 1.
Good looking move there by Pay. Went one-on-one with Kraft. Saw no double team, and rightfully so. Kraft can have the opportunity to deflect or get a block shot there, but Pay went right at him, understood the situation, and able to get to the free throw line. And now with some fresh runners, so to speak, in here now, Joel, for Central. We'll see what Dan Carlson is able to come up with both defensively and offensively.
8:05 left to go on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. And Pay won't get the shot. Rebound is brought down by Kraft. Ball handled by Shanley. Wheelock will come to Chrisman. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Chrisman, hesitation, up to shoot, is fouled by Pay.
Really
that
good,
will be his 3rd.
Really good looking move by Chrisman. Got by his defender. He knew that Pay was coming over to protect the rim, Joel, and so what do you do if you're giving up a little bit of size? Use a shot fake, because it's either going to force him up in the air or it allows you to reassess the situation and maybe find a slip pass. But once he got Pay up in the air, he knew he had his man up, and he had the bait on the hook, and he was able to get rewarded with the free throws.
Now you're worried about the foul situation for 2 of your starters, one of them being your lead scorer, and Eric Pay. Chrisman hits both free throws, by the way, 4 for him in the game, 56-43. When this was an 8-8 game, Shanley went on a 10-point run, and you're looking at the scoreboard right now, and that's proven to be the big separation that's kept him in front here, as Hakim will scoop away that missed shot, rips it away, I should say. He wasn't very gentle about it as he comes to Chrisman. Chrisman in the lane, up to shoot, and that is 4 straight now for Chrisman, 6.5, 58-43, and Shanley's pushing right now.
I'm very impressed with Chrisman, Joel, in this game from top to bottom, both defensively and offensively here. Been that kind of that point guard leader here for the Deacons.
Chrisman was impressive yesterday in that losing effort against Davies. As we're going to get a foul on Hakim, his first, team's 8th, and Jack Simmers to the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1 with 7:05 left to play.
15 with 7 minutes. Not to say you need to play flawless from a Dan Carlson team, but you need a quick little run. 6-0, 8-0. Got to get it to about single digits, Joe, by the time you get to that 5-4 minute mark for Central.
Simmers won't get the first. They won't get the bonus. As no surprise, Caden Chrisman right there for the rebound. Trying to get through double coverage. You're able to find Connor Kraft. Ball will come over to Chrisman. Feeds to Hakim. Back to Chrisman. Thought about the three. Comes near side. Goes to Wheelock for three. Off the heel of the basket. Pay. Nice job tipping that rebound into the hands of his teammate Cole Wilbur. Comes back to Eric Pay. Back top of the key. Catch and release. Three is good for Ross Wilbur. A lifeline for Grand Forks Central. Down by 12 with 6:31 to play. We'll be back. It's high school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com. On the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, it is 58-46 advantage. Shanley over Central. Central has got into 10, got it inside of 10 here in the second half, but has just not gotten over that barrier, gotten any closer than that, and this is really their last chance here. They got another run, and maybe they can survive a run from Shanley, but time not on their side as it comes to Kim. He'll feed this one over to Kraft. Comes to Caden Chrisman. Back top of the key to Wheelock. Leininger inside, finds Kraft. To the near side, comes to Chrisman. Drives, takes the shot, and are we going to be on, will this be on Pay?
To be on Pay right off the bat, and that's not one that the Grand Forks Central fans are going to like, because that's number 4. And obviously now if you're Shanley, Joel, if I'm Connor Kraft and if I'm Hakim and if Pay is guarding me, I have a downhill get to the rim mentality, because if Pay does anything to draw the whistle, his night is done.
Yep. And that'll be 2 shots, by the way, for Chrisman, and that is definitely going to change how Pay is going to play his game, as the first shot will miss.
Kraft right now working on a double-double, Joel. You know, Hakim 8 and 5, Chrisman 6 points, a couple of assists. Both assists have been awfully well, but one thing I've been most impressive with, Joel, +6 right now for Shanley on the offensive rebounds. That's been awfully large here today.
Chrisman hits the second free throw. That'll be his 7th point of the game. It is 59-46. 6 minutes on the dot left to play. Handled by Wilbur. Jonas now over to the near side. Simmers is going to drive. Back over to Wilbur. Your biggest offensive threat is off the court right now, as you have Noah Lund out there. Someone's going to have to make up those points right now, because there's not a lot of time left in this game.
And now you got to chase the game even more because of the possession. Craig Irwin telling his fans, get off your feet with that hustle right there. They can feel it now for Fargo. Shanley, Joel, trying to get back to state.
Hakim will go back to Wheelock. Feed comes to Caden Chrisman, inside to Hakim for 2. Off the heel of the basket, it's Jack Simmers with the rebound. It gets knocked out of his hands by Kraft, and still a battle for the loose ball, and it's picked up by the Deacons. Leininger held up on the wing, will come to Hakim. Leininger had a lot of ground to cover to come back there and get that basketball, as it comes to Wheelock, knocked away from him, and he is fouled by Jonas, and it will be an over and back. No, it's an over and back.
Jonas did a really good job to get his hand on it. From the official's point of view, Alex was the last one to touch it after the tip there, Joel. So over and back situation and good pressure defense here for Grand Forks Central. They'll need a lot more of that, but right now, a 3 or 2 like we saw yesterday for the Knights, that's what I'm looking for.
Wilbur with the ball. Comes onto the corner, feeds to Ross Wilbur. Jonas to Simmer, drives, held up by Hakim. Will come back over to Cole Wilbur, now to the right side. Ross Wilbur for three. 16, make that 18 for Wilbur. 6 made threes, and it's 59-49, and there's that 10-point wall again that Central has ran into in this game, and Coach Irwin wants a timeout for Shanley. It'll be a full timeout, 4:38 left to play. They'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're gonna love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy, I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison credit card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
59-49, 4 minutes, 38 seconds left on the season for one of these two teams. Shanley, the 10-point advantage on United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Game number 3 of the day. Just about to be halfway through our final day of coverage of the EDC basketball tournament. First state qualifier on the boys' side. Kraft will inbound and comes to Caden Chrisman. Crispin up for 2, misses, rebound, Simmers. Feeds to Lund, back to Simmers, was looking for a pass. We'll go to Ross Wilbur. Wilbur drives, comes for 2, misses. Lund, the putback, that will miss. Knocks away the rebound, comes to Simmers, and now a loose ball, and Crispin's gonna land on top of it, is able to feed Wheelock. Caden Crispin has had hand on, I feel like a hand on every single basketball that's gone around this court. Every single pass, every single play, ball knocked away, Ross Wilbur will pick it up. Time not on the side right now of Central. They need some points. They are controlling the possession. They now need points. Alex Wheelock called for his 3rd personal foul, and that will bring up 2 free throws for Cole Wilbur.
Well, here's the answer. When do you bring your payback? And Dan Carlson says right about now, but a free throw opportunity here for Central. This is what you want. Shanley's been kind of stuck at that. You know, they had 58 points, Joel, at the 6:31 mark. We really haven't seen them get a lot of offense here in the last couple minutes. Credit Central for that, but now Central keep getting to the free throw line. Look for quality looks. Obviously, Wilbur threes would be large and a pay post touch on the interior.
First free throw is good for Cole Wilbur, and within 10 now is Central. 3:52 left to play. Second one is on the mark. Now an 8-point game. 3:51 to play, and all eyes will be on Eric Pay as they've seen him already a little bit tentative maybe on defense, not wanting to foul out of this game. Leininger looking around, will come to Chrisman. And this is the game that Shanley is going to play. They're going to make the Knights come to them as Kraft misses the first shot, will miss the second. Rebound Pay, and he comes to Cole Wilbur. Cole Wilbur to Simmers, to the bucket, gets 2. 53-59, 3:18 left to play.
2006, Joel. Can they break the streak? Can Central come back and potentially win or tie this puppy and try to get to state for the first time since 06?
Central was down by 12 at the half, have overcome a 10-point deficit to make it a 2-possession game. 3 minutes to play. Crispin with the basketball. Feeds to Leininger. Jonas will close in, knock the ball away, but it's picked up by Crispin for 2 and will miss. Rebound to Crispin. Put back this time is good. 9 points for Caden Crispin. That is a big bucket right there.
Yeah, the tip, and give a lot of credit to Hakim and Kraft, Joel, going up for that one because it got tipped right to Caden.
And a heads-up play for Crispin as well because he knows Pay can't play as aggressive inside as he has all game, as Simmers will miss 2. Pay gets the rebound, and he will. Looks like he's going to go to the line. Yeah, it will be Alex Wheelock's 4th.
Wheelock just undercut him a little bit. As Pay went up to go grab it, Wheelock was trying to box him out, but as he did, just kind of undercut him enough. So Pay gets to the free throw line, and here you go. You mentioned free throws, Joel. Now it's 2, not 1 from here on out for Grand Forks Central.
And you can get those points back if you're Grand Forks Central. The first free throw is good for Eric Pay.
Shanley, it's the withstanding now, right? Can you withstand the last 2:24 of Central just going to play like with their hair on fire here to close out the season?
Second from Pay is good. Knocks down both free throws. 19 for Pay, 2:24 to play, and it's going to be a full court defense right now. And Pay not really having an assignment right now. His man is Hakim, but he, again, is giving him some space when he needs to avoid foul situations. Into Hakim. Pay trying to knock it away. Jonas with the steal. Has Pay in his pocket. Skips across to Pay and will lose it. Throws it in bounds and is able to find Wilbur. Wilbur the drive to shoot. Will miss. Pay with the putback, and he is fouled.
Everybody behind us thought Wilbur was going to shoot a 3. You could kind of hear the ooh and ahs going here, Joel. Everyone's invested. I'm looking at different teams waiting to see their respective squads play. This is what EDC win and the state lose and you go home basketball feels like.
Pay will get 2 free throws here with 2:01 left to play and will miss the first. Ready for the second, hits it. 5-point game, 2:01 left to play. Closest this game has been since the first half. Alex Wheelock, no fouls left to give, has the basketball, comes to Crispin. Closed in by Wilbur. And Pay will steal away the pass. You can see Coach Irwin not happy with that play for his offense. And the ball in the hand of Cole Wilbur. Ross Wilbur has been dangerous from long range. Cole has as well. Had that game-winning 3 yesterday. Will come to Ross Wilbur, trying to get some separation right now. Feeds to Simmer. Simmer to Pay for 2 and 1. Akiri Hakim called for the foul, and this could be a 2-point game if Eric Pay can hit it.
That might be the assist of the tournament right there for Simmers. He didn't have a lot of room there, Joel, and he was able to find it. And here goes the big man again at the line.
Won't hit the shot. Rebound will go to Connor Kraft. It is a 3-point game. Minute 22 left to play. A trip to state and your season on the line. And a timeout taken by the Deacons. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
1 minute, 14 seconds is all that remains in this game. And the pressure right now on Shanley as Central has battled their way back to make this a 3-point game, 61-58. And by the way, Central won yesterday on a 3-point overtime buzzer beater. They have been strong from long range all season, all postseason. Any more storylines we need to this one? Because I think it's all there in front of us right now, Chase.
Well, the last 5 minutes and 13 seconds, Joel, Shanley held the 3 points. There's a storyline for you.
And there is Connor Kraft. Inbound, able to find Alex Wheelock. Comes to Crispin. Inside to Kraft, guarded by Simmers. Up for 2 and gets it. 5-point game, less than a minute to play. Handled by Wilbur. Jonas with the ball. In the corner, Ross Wilbur, and Ross Wilbur is going to be the focal point of the defense. He turns it over. Leininger land on top of it. And we're going to see a held ball that goes to Central, and maybe not the worst thing in the world right now if you're Grand Forks Central, Chase.
That was very fortunate that they're able to get the ball back reset, but you nailed it. Very fortunate, not the worst thing here for the Knights, is Dan Carlson going to recollect himself in Grand Forks Central and call a timeout here.
Timeout here. We're going to keep it right here as there's 39.6 seconds left to play in this game. It was back and forth early, an 8-8 score in the first half. Shanley went on a 10-point scoring run, would take a 36-24 lead into the half, and it's been Central chasing them all game. They got it inside of double figures, inside of double figures 2 separate occasions. This last time they did it, and they've gotten it as close as 3 points, and right now they are down by 5. Rather, 2 points, they are down by 5.
And you don't need a 3 in this situation, right? You get fouled, you get 2 free throws, you can get to the rim quickly. Obviously, it has to be something off the bounce quick, right? 10 seconds. This is one, Joel, where sometimes you come in on a side and you pick the guy that threw it in, or you look back door for the guy who threw it in sometimes. I'm curious if we see an elevator screen coming through. We saw that yesterday for Central for a Wilbur 3 at the top of the key. I think if you're Shanley, unless it's pay, you switch everything right now to not allow them to get a good quality 3-point look.
Deacons will come out on the court. It's Jack Simmers. It's Ross Wilbur to inbound. Comes to Cole Wilbur. 37 seconds left. To the corner. 3 on the way. Good! Ross Wilbur, another 3. 61-63. Less than 30 seconds to play, and Jack Simmers will foul his 4th, and that will put Connor Kraft to the line. Strike that, it won't.
Yeah, that's just 5. So Central right now, you got to chase the game. If you're not going to get a steal, Joel, you got to find a way to stop the clock as quickly as possible. And I wonder if this is where you do offense and defense here, because well, they're going to let Pay stay out there, but Pay can't be the one to foul here, Joel.
Connor Kraft. Able to inbound, comes to Crispin. Nice job avoiding the foul. Pass on to the near side, 19 seconds left, and finally that foul call will come for Central. Jonas called for the foul, his first, team 6th.
6 precious seconds came off the clock on that one.
And ball gets knocked out of bounds, and they were trying to make the case that Wheelock was the last to touch. Won't go the way of Central.
I'm going to look for a Kim right here, because Pay's given a Kim a lot of opening because he doesn't want to pick up that foul, Joel.
And inbound comes to Crispin, and Jonas will foul him one. That'll be number 7, and that puts Caden Crispin to the line.
Pressure free throws, no doubt about it. You have a chance to potentially seal it at the line here, Joel, and Central. You can make one, but you just don't want to make them both from a Knights point of view right now.
Simmers will come back into the game. Crispin has had a nice second half, 9 points for him, and won't get the shot. Simmers gets the rebound, long pass intercepted, and a foul right away on Jonas. That's if you looked at Kendall Jonas after he committed the foul, he looked right at the official and said, yeah, I fouled him. I fouled him. He wanted that time to stop so bad.
How about the play, though, by Leininger there, Joel, just hanging in the weeds, able to read that outlet play and gets rewarded with the free throw opportunity. So I think they're going to make sure the clock is right at 12.4. That's the first thing. Obviously, we know who the foul is on. We know who's shooting. I believe, Joel, they're just going to make sure that they got the clock right at 12.5 right now.
63-61, that score has stood for what has felt like an eternity. Leininger, who has 5 in this game, has not scored in the second half. This is a big free throw for him, and he knocks it down. Still a 1-possession game, but the pressure on Central, they'll need a 3. Next will miss. Rebound comes to Kraft. Outlet pass comes to Chrisman. It's a game of keep away right now. Hakim finds an open shooter. It will come to Chrisman, and this one about to become a final, and we do have a late foul. 0.2 of a second left. Eric Pay will foul out of this contest. He'll finish the game with 22 points in his season's final game with 22. Noah Lund will come into the game. And Alex Wheelock will come to the line. And he will hit the shot. Wheelock will get one more to 65-61. What a comeback attempt for Central, as Wheelock will miss the second, and this one is final. 65-61. Shanley survives Grand Forks Central. It's on to state, and our post-game show coming up next.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients. I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
And welcome to our post-game show here. It is a 65-61 win for Shanley. The Deacons are on to state. Junior Caden Chrisman with me. First off, congratulations, you guys. You got the pressure on you from Grand Forks Central to get the win. They missed that shot. You get the ball. You do the game of catch, run down the time. What's going through your head in that moment?
Well, I mean, I was lucky. Dude. Oh, dude, I don't know what to say. I mean, we were just running. Dude, I just went blank.
That's all right. Exciting moment. You guys get to go on to state. Let's talk about the first half of this game for you. You played well yesterday in that game against Davies. You were everywhere, getting on balls, getting rebounds, missed shots. You play a physical game yourself. You get in this situation, some foul situations early in the first half. You had to make some adjustments to your game. What adjustments did you make to keep yourself out of foul trouble?
I mean, I don't. Dude, Dude, I don't know. I was told by coach, stop fouling. That was about it. All I was worried about was the Wilbur boys. They're both amazing players.
Yeah, so, you got two 3-point shooters like that. You got guys that can shoot from anywhere. You got Eric Pay from your opponent, a guy who plays well inside. Let's talk about some performances. Connor Kraft, he's been your lead scorer all year, 29 points. What can you say about it, what it's like to play on a team with a guy like that?
I love him, man. I've played with him since 7th grade. That's my brother. I mean, obviously, I trusted him when he had his ball down here. When we were up by two? Yeah, up by 2. He went up for it. I was like, it's going in. It's Connor. I have all the faith in the world in him. Have since 7th grade.
Yesterday in your game against Davies, I mean, Connor was the big part of your offense, which he always is. Other guys really weren't getting in the mix and scoring. How much confidence did you guys get in the first half when other guys started hitting shots, other guys were in on the offense?
I mean, it's a team game. So obviously it can't all be Connor. We try our best to help him, but it may not 100% go through him. It might go through Vooch. Whoever's hot that day, whoever's knocking down shots. But it's a team game. We all go into it together.
You guys know that you're going to play in the state tournament now coming up next week. Tournament's going to be here in Fargo. You guys got some really faithful fans. I can see you smiling and grinning. What's it like knowing that you got another week of basketball and you're going to be playing in a state tournament?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I just love being with everybody. They're my brothers. I think we've all been playing together, some since 2nd grade, some since 7th, 6th grade. We love each other to death, and that's what makes it special, is just being with each other doing it.
All right, well, congratulations on this win. Congratulations on your trip to state.
Thank you.
We got more of our post-game show coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
And back on our post-game, 65-61, Shanley with the win over Grand Forks Central. Shanley win number 15 of the season. They are 15-10 on to the state tournament. Grand Forks Central 13-12. They'll end their season for the second year in a row on a state qualifier, but a great performance, especially towards that end of that game for Grand Forks Central as they tried to get themselves back in on that one. And it was right down to the wire here in this matchup. Let's take another break on our post-game show. We'll come back and we'll give some of our post-game awards coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
And we are back here on our post-game show. Again, a win, 65-61. Shanley on to the state basketball tournament. Let's get our final numbers in this one. Shanley shooting 56% in this game. Grand Forks shooting 44%. The difference maker for Central was their 8 made threes compared to 4 made threes by the Shanley Deacons. Connor Kraft finished with 29 points, 10 rebounds for the double-double. Alex Wheelock, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Caden Chrisman, who we had here on our post-game show, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 8 points, 5 rebounds for Kim, 6.3 rebounds for Jordan Leininger, and Isaac Perkarovich finished with 2 points. For Central, double-double for Eric Pay, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 21 points, 7 made threes for Ross Wilbur, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for Cole Wilbur. Jack Simmers, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Brooklyn Bruce, 2 points. Kendall Jonas, 2 points. Brooklyn Bruce, 3 points with a made 3 in this game for Grand Forks Central. Time now to give our post-game awards, and first our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game will be Eric Pay for Grand Forks Central. He is their lead scorer with the double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds. He is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Well, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game, that will go to Connor Kraft. 29 points, 10 rebounds for the double-double. He is the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game. Upgrade options are available now. Spring will be here before you know it. Let RDK Enterprises meet the challenge with you. Contact RDK Enterprises at plannerdoc.com. Well, that will do it here for this first qualifier on the boys' side of this tournament. And if the rest of the tournament is like this one, we're in for a good 3 games remaining here on this final day of the EDC basketball tournament. My thanks to Chase Miller, who was with us on the broadcast. Our final score here on United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, it is Shanley 65, Central 61. You've been watching EDC basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.